obviously had such a big game last week, but you seemed pretty upset after the one crossing route that kind of bounced off your hands and the defensive back hit you at that time. Is that, I guess, A, were you upset that you didn't hold on to that one, and B, when's the last time you had a defensive back just bounce off you like that and he seemed to get the worst of it?
I would say I was mad because it was third down and we didn't convert. And then I caught the ball and he knocked it out of my hands. So that's pretty much why I was mad. And I think that was like the first time I really seen somebody bounce off of me and they got hurt. So it kind of made me feel good after I knew he got up and he was all right.
Brady?
DK Russell told us about your golf outings this summer down in Mexico and in Southern California. I got to ask, how's your game and how's his game?
All right, I need to see what he told you first.
He said that, if I can remember right, he said that you hit a few big drives and then you started thinking that you were Tiger Woods.
Yeah, all right, so yeah, he called me Little Tiger. I'm going to say that now. My golf game was not that good at first, but, as I kind of got my swing going, I think I found my stroke. Hit a couple pars, a few birdies, but yeah, I think I got a little golf career growing in the future.
Why do you think you and Russell have connected so well together off the field? Obviously, on the field you do, but just off the field as individuals.
I believe our mindset. We both like to win, and we're both competitive. And I believe that brings people closer. And during the hard times, in workouts or in games, he knows what I'm thinking, and I know what he's thinking. So it just brings us closer together, mainly because of our mindset.
Mike Jones.
DK, talking to Nate about your growth and focus on route running, how much has that helped you, that precision, helped you just excel against coverages this year?
First off, Coach Nate and Coach Sanjay, the other assistant receiver coach, have been very exceptional with our receiver room this year, with how close to detail they've been, at practice and then translating everything to the field. But it just feels like the game's slowing down for all of us. From me, Tyler, Demo, Freddie, y'all haven't even seen Penny yet. And then a couple of more guys in our room. Just the game is just slowing down, and we just get to go out there and just do us and have fun.
Joe Fan?
DK, what's your first memory of being able to understand and know that your dad played professional football? And then how do you feel like him playing professional football has impacted you and maybe helped you?
It helped me because he's made it to the professional football league when I was just, in middle school, freshman year of high school, just had dreams and aspirations of making it to the NFL. And me just listening to everything that he had to say and the people that he was connected to. And he's seen the Devin Hesters, the Brian Urlachers. He's already been to a Super Bowl. Just the knowledge that he has for me and me just listening to it all and just soaking it all up because, he's been and played at the highest level possible. So, just me just basically just listening to him and applying that to my life.
Do you have memories of a kid of your dad playing in the NFL? Maybe do you have a first one or a couple you can share?
My first memory is after they won the NFC Championship trophy. I was in the locker room holding the trophy after the game.
Any teammates that he had that made an impression on you, or just being the kid in the locker room?
He was an old lineman, so he mainly hung around either old lineman or defensive lineman. So Alex Brown, Tommy Harris, Anthony Adams is a good friend of his, are just three that I can name off the top.
Thanks, DK.
Ben?
DK, what's been the thing about Russ that has opened your eyes the most or surprised you the most about him that wasn't immediately clear when, watching him from afar, that first FaceTime call, just being around him? What has kind of been the thing about him that's kind of, shocked you, maybe?
I wouldn't say it shocked me, but, one thing that stands out is how consistent he is and how he comes to work every day, and the process of the weekly preparation doesn't get tiring to him. He comes in every Monday, Tuesday, putting together a game plan for the next week, and he doesn't waver from that. So his consistency is what sticks out most to me.
And if you were a defensive player, what position do you think you'd be best suited at, and why?
Corner, because I want to lock down the best receiver, and then I'm gonna talk stuff and get under their skin, even when I don't make a play on the ball. So I know that's one thing that really gets at me.
Cool. Thank you.
Bob?
So who's been calling you DJ Metcalf?
Throughout the years, I have had so many reporters reference me as DJ Metcalf, and it's really starting to get to me now. I can understand, if you really don't know me, but right now, I mean, I think I'm making a name for myself, and it's in my bio, it's everywhere on my social media, and people still call me DJ, and it starts to get under my skin.
And one more on did you play a lot of defense in high school at all, or have you played defense in your life?
My freshman year, I played safety, and we played AJ Brown in high school every year, so I had to guard him at corner some games.
Jackie?
Hey, DK. Looking at the Bills secondary, what stands out to you on film?
How much they attack the ball. They don't give up on a play. From Tre'Davious White to Levi Wallace to both of their safeties to their nickel, their linebackers even try to punch the ball out. So they fly around everywhere, whether it's perimeter or down the middle of the field. They're ranked number 4 in the league with forced fumbles. So just being conscious of that, and knowing going into the game that's what they're going to try to do.
Thank you.
Art?
DK, speaking of other positions, Pete Carroll has mentioned that he'd like to see you on the edge sometime, rushing the passer. Have you ever done that, and would you like to?
I've never done it, but if it helps the team win, why not?
And have you ever been on the kick block team?
No, sir. Well, I did in college. I was on the kickoff return team in college.
Down the middle or around the edge?
No, I was on the edge. That was actually how I got injured in college.
Really?
So, yeah, I don't think they're going to try to do that to me anymore.
What happened? Did you get hit by the ball or just?
No, I don't think the ball could have did that to me. No, that's when I broke my neck. I got hit under my chin trying to block. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you're relieved of that duty.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Michael Sean?
Hey, DK, how do you balance, being very, very, very famous and just staying grounded as well?
Never think you're famous. Just come in every day, working like I was a 64th pick or maybe even a 7th round pick, and not ever getting too big for the moment or not changing who I am because of the notorieties or the accolades that I'm receiving this year. I know I've had a talk with a couple of our coaches, and they told me, you're going to start getting a lot of accolades and everything, but don't change who you are. And, just for them to just, think of me as a humble kid, really means a lot to me. And, that's one of my main goals, to never change, no matter how big or if I, fall off tomorrow, just never change who I am.
Do you feel famous?
No, I don't think I've done anything to be famous yet.
Thanks.
Jessamine?
DK, have you heard yourself mic'd up yet?
No, I don't think I saw a few clips. I don't like listening to myself talk. I think I sound annoying.
Last time I asked you, you said you don't talk, and we heard some talking in that game. Was it because of the Niners, or are you just not aware that you're doing it?
No, I play the game. I talk a lot on the field. Especially if a DB thinks they're doing something. That's when I really get riled up.
Yeah, who'd you have the most words with on Sunday?
The 49ers in general.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, DK.
Yeah.
Adam Kilgore.
DK, the more success that you have, the more people go back and say how did teams not draft this player until number 64, and the obvious answer seems to be the neck injury that you're talking about. I wonder, like today, even now, does that injury require any kind of maintenance on your part? And as you do look back, now that you've kind of come full circle, like when you reflect on when you were picked, like how do you process it now? How do you look back to the whole process and sort of how it played out?
No, sir. My neck is not giving me any problems today. It really doesn't require any maintenance. But looking back, it was just a blessing in disguise, as I like to describe it. I wasn't supposed to go in the first round for a reason, probably because I wasn't gonna work as hard. If I got drafted in the first round or early in the second round. But it allowed me to come in here with a chip on my shoulder and just to realize what it felt like to be an underdog in the NFL.
So you really think, because I talked to some of your old coaches, like they said you've always been a really hard, determined worker. Do you think if you got picked, 15th or something like that, that might have affected your approach to the game?
I don't think it would have affected my approach to the game, but probably my approach to life, or I probably wouldn't have taken this opportunity. I probably would have taken this opportunity for granted. But like I said, it was just a blessing in disguise, and God put me in this position. He made me wait until the 64th pick, just to be placed in this organization. With Russ, with Pete, Tyler, Dwayne, Bobby, all the great players and people that are in this organization.
All right, last one for DK. Corbin.
Hey, DK, I just got to ask you, because Pro Football Focus has you down leading the league for yardage against single coverage. Are you surprised at this point that defenses continue to just put one defender on you? And how much of that is on the Tyler Lockett effect?
I was just going to say that's Tyler Lockett and David Moore and Freddie Swain and, our running back room. They really have to pick their poison, because if they're going to try to take away me, Tyler can pop off for 200 yards, or, D-Mo can pop off for 100 yards. It just really comes down to picking your poison and who do you want to get defeated by that game.
Thank you, DK.
Russ for MVP. Peace out.